Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie Child's Play. This movie is a remake of the 1988 horror classic, and everything, well, it's a loose remake. It's not really that much of a remake because it's nothing at all like the original, really, with just a few characters having the same names and everything. But in this movie, Karen is a single mom who is raising her 13-year-old son Andy, and she buys him this high-tech doll that connects to Wi-Fi and to pretty much all of his technology, his phone, the TV, all of that, and everything, and he can control all of it and everything. And at first everything seems to be okay, except maybe a few little glitches, and then as time goes by he starts realizing Chucky is more than what he appears to be. And that's all I'm going to say about the plot, because I'm not going to talk spoilers or anything. But the original Child's Play is one of my favorite movies and everything, one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It was the first slasher movie I was introduced to and everything. So this movie, I didn't know what to expect, because I was like really half and half on what I think of this movie, because I went in there, when I very first heard about it, I wasn't excited at all, and then I found out about Mark Hamill voicing Chucky, so it kind of gave me more interest in everything. But the cast in this is pretty good. Gabrielle Bateman plays Andy, and I think he does a pretty good job. I don't think he was as bad as I was expecting, because from the commercials it kind of looked like he might not be very good, but I thought he did a pretty decent job as Andy. Aubrey Plaza plays Karen, his mom, and I thought she did a really good job. I think this was one of her best performances. Of course, I haven't seen very many of her movies either, so that probably doesn't really say much, but I thought she was really good as Karen. Brian Tyree Henry plays Detective Mike Norris, who is also, well, his mom lives in the apartment complex that Andy and his mom live in, and he goes and takes care of her and stuff, and he does a really good job and everything. I was actually really impressed with his performance in this. He really gave a really good performance. He was actually probably my favorite out of the human cast. David Lewis plays Shane, who is Karen's boyfriend. He's a big jerk, very, very unlikable character, one of the worst characters in recent horror movies that I've seen in a long time. I just really, really didn't like his character. I thought he was terrible. I mean, he was well acted and written well, cause they wrote it to make you not really like him and everything. Carly Spurk plays Doreen, who is Detective Mike's mom. I thought she was really good too. I thought she also was a scene stealer as well. Marlon Cazotti plays Omar, Detective Mike's son, and one of Andy's friends, and I think he's pretty good. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot in this movie to do. He's not in it a whole bunch, but he's good. And then Beatrice Kitsos, I hope I said her name right, plays Feline, who is one of Andy's friends, and I thought she was really good. And Ty Consiglio, I know I butchered his last name, plays Pug, and I thought that he did a really good job too. The chemistry between them two and Gabrielle Bateman was really good and everything. The three of them worked really good together, and Omar isn't really in their circle. It was mainly Feline, Pug, or Feline, I think is how you say her name. Pug and Andy were really good friends, and started becoming good friends and everything in this movie, and I thought the chemistry between them were really good. If they do a sequel, I'd love to get to see them team up more and stuff. So I don't know if there will be a sequel to this, because I don't know how good this one's going to do. It left off where there could be one, but there doesn't have to be one either, so it's hard to say if there will be. It's the writing and stuff by Tyler Burton Smith was pretty good. I think he did a really good job making this movie different from the original, because besides, like I said, a few of the names and the acting, or everything, that's really the only thing that this movie and that one really have in common. I mean, yeah, both films have killer dolls in them, but this Chucky is a whole lot different than the Chucky in the originals and everything, because in the original he's a serial killer trapped in a doll's body. This one, he's just a robot and everything. And I thought they did a much better job than I expected. Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky was great too. He was not exactly what I expected as Chucky. I thought he was going to be. There were reports where he was really sinister and creepy, but he also had this innocence to him in parts of it as well. If that makes sense. But he was really great as Chucky. He didn't just act like he was the Joker voicing Chucky or anything like that. He wasn't trying to be Brad Dourif or anything, which is really good, because even though I love Mark Hamill, he wouldn't be able to beat Brad Dourif, because Brad Dourif was just absolutely perfect for that version of Chucky. And I think Mark Hamill was good for this version. And everything. This is one of my favorite movies in the Child's Play, overall Child's Play franchise. I don't know. I'll be doing a updated ranking with this one at some point, but I do think this movie was alright. I don't think that it was the best horror remake I've ever seen or anything like that. I don't think it's my favorite movie of the year. It might not even make my top 10, but I do think it is a really good, really fun movie. Everything. It does have some pacing issues though, especially the first two acts are kind of really slow and everything. I do wish that it would have had more kills than it did, but I think for the most part though it was really well executed and was a decent movie. I don't think it was, like I said, it could have been better, but I think it could have been a whole lot worse. I've seen way worse horror remakes out there than this and everything, and it's one of the better ones that we've gotten in a while and everything. And I do think that the kills that we do get in this movie are awesome, and if you're fans of gore and stuff, you're going to love the kills in this and everything. So I will say that that's a really big plus for me, because I miss having gory movies and having slasher movies and stuff, so I do enjoy this movie for what it is, just a really fun slasher movie. I don't think it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I don't think it's even really one of the very best of the year, but I do really like it, and I think it was a lot of fun. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10 and everything, because like I said, it was enjoyable. I don't think it's gonna be one of my most favorites though, but I will eventually get it on DVD and give it a rewatch and everything, because it is worth watching every once in a while. So, and I do kind of hope that this spawns its own series and everything, just as long as it doesn't mess with the current series and everything, because I'm perfectly content with having 2 Child's Play franchises and everything, because I think it'd be awesome. But I don't know if there will be any more of them or not, but if there is, it'd be awesome and everything. I'd love to see what they do with the next one and everything. But anyway, that's my review for Child's Play. Let me know in the comments what you think of this movie and everything, and I'll be doing my ranking for all 8 of these movies at some point. I don't know when, but anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day, everybody.